I'm Darren, I'm from Movie Reviews 101, and today we're going to talk about Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Directed by J.A. Bayana, sorry, name's bad, me, can't pronounce. Starring Bryce Dallas Howard, Chris Pratt, Ted Levine, Toby Jones, James Cromwell, Ralph Spall, and Jeff Goldblum. The film here follows the idea that the volcano on the island, I cannot pronounce again, Isla Nubla, where Jurassic World, the first one, happened, is going to erupt, re-extincting the dinosaurs, and it's put to the government whether they can save them. But we have one man who puts together a team, which includes Claire and Owen getting back together like old times to go and save some dinosaurs, only for them to become betrayed, and we go to part 2 of the movie. Yes, with the newly created dinosaur, which we've seen in the trailers. I won't go into much more detail, but there's the story in a nutshell. For me, I want to just talk my Jurassic Park history. For me, Jurassic Park was the very, very, very first movie I ever saw in the cinema. So you can imagine a 5-year-old me going, "Oh my god, there's dinosaurs!" And just how brilliant that felt for me. And I've enjoyed all of the Jurassic. I like Lost World, hate me all you want. I can enjoy watching Jurassic Park 3 even though I know it's bad. And Jurassic World kind of felt like the sequel Jurassic Park needed. And again, it worked. It summed up everything that was going on in Jurassic World. So I've enjoyed the whole franchise. But let's see if it still is me enjoying them. So, we're going to go to Darren's ups. As always, the 3 things I enjoy about this movie. The first one, this is going to be hard. I can't really describe the actual scene, but there is a final shot on the island, which for me, as a franchise fan, felt was one of the most heartbreaking scenes I've ever seen in a movie in a long time. It actually felt quite poetic for the franchise, and it kind of brought a little bit of a tear to my eye. And yes, a Jurassic Park movie made me cry. But I'm not going to get in. When you've seen it, you'll understand why I think this is arguably one of my favourite scenes of the year, let alone just the Jurassic Park franchise. Part 2 is going to be, while I wasn't the biggest fan of the story, I did like how it ends and the future of where the franchise is going to potentially go now. Again, can't go into spoilers here, but let's see. And of course we know it's a dinosaur movie. The effects are spectacular, as always. The only thing that looked a bit off at times was the Endoraptor, because, well, it's fake. But what can you ask? Like, all the rest we've seen before this was a newly created one. So, Darren's down. I had to narrow this down to 3, so you know what this is going to sound like when I talk. The story, as I just mentioned, I wasn't the biggest fan of the story. For me, personally, I felt this actually felt like a 2-part movie just crunched into one. I felt the whole aspect of everything on the island is really, really interesting because it's the aftermath. I know it's just Lost World again, but how people go back to the island to look and see all the dinosaurs, see how they're doing, to try and save them. And for me, this is something that's fascinating to watch as a dinosaur fan. We do have 2 characters that are intrigued about going there because they've never seen dinosaurs. They never got to go to Jurassic World. So that's good. And seeing the relationship between Owen and Blue coming back to play. But suddenly, it just gets fast forwarded. It's like, we're going to the island. We're at the island. We're at Jurassic World. We're at Blue. Blow up. And it's like, what? That this is a lot longer scenes. They need to be longer. And the second part is everything that's happening in the mansion that we've seen in the trailer. For me, it's just gave a bit too much away here. Not gonna lie, I you wouldn't. If anything I talk about is what you've seen in the trailer, and I'm going to be honest with you, I am not going to say anything I haven't seen in the trailers myself. But the mansion scene felt weird. I'm not going to lie. I do like what happens in there, and I don't like it. It's not nice, but it makes sense to humans being idiots and greed and stuff. We're happy with that, but it just nothing seemed to connect well enough for me. Part 2, well, it's the comedy here. Yes, the comedy and the supporting characters, mainly the two new ones, Franklin and Zaya. It was meant to be, looks like they just watched a Transformers movie for comedy, and no, not funny. But to be honest, most of the performances are very general. Like you see Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, you got their paychecks in. Let's put it that way. And you got some like big, like heavyweight sort of character actors in. Ted Levine, you remember? The Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs, Toby Jones, James Cromwell. They're all fantastic actors, and well, they don't really get given that much to do. Let's put it that way. And my final thing, and I am not going to be disappointed by saying this, Jeff Goldblum is back. If you've seen the trailer, you've seen Jeff Goldblum's involvement in this movie. I don't care if that is a part spoiler, because I'm saving you all from waiting to see if he actually turns up. Yes, it makes sense for Ian Malcolm to be involved in that bit of the story, and I have no issues with that. Just don't turn around to us all and say, Jeff Goldblum's back, come and see our movie. It could have been a surprise. We would have been like, oh my god, it's Jeff Goldblum. We love this movie now. But no, you told us he was in it, and you don't give us him. Bad marketing, boys. Bad marketing. Overall, for me, this is a disappointment. And as a fan of the franchise, I feel like I may actually have the new weakest part of the franchise. Yes, I do think this can be fixed very easily, because where it gets left is open to endless possibilities, and I'm really intrigued. Because as I said, it felt like a two-part movie, and the second part of the movie felt like the beginning of the next movie, and I want to see where it goes, which I hate so much when I say those words. For me, this movie is a 2 out of 5. Sorry, I want to give a Jurassic movie as high as possible, but this is only 2 out of 5. Well, I'm sorry. Let me know how I'm wrong in the comments below, because you know I'm probably wrong. And until next time, I'm going to go and do what I do